Oh my God, wasn't that amazing? How are you guys all doing tonight? Woo, it's hot in the house. Thank you all for tuning in. Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Wednesday night. Tonight's exciting. It's exciting. We are going to talk about something I'm very familiar with tonight, and that is the brow chakra, aka the third eye. How's everybody doing? We got Candy Lynn Fashionbauer, and we have Missy Seibel. Hi, Missy. How are you? Awesome. Well, updates. We have 306 members. Isn't that exciting, folks? How long is it going to take to get to 400? Invite your friends. Promote. This is a safe space. We just have fun. We sing, we dance, we talk about all kinds of stuff. It's a safe space. Feel free to comment, questions, cock off, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you tonight for at least an hour, maybe more tonight. I'm so excited to talk about this topic because this relates to me and resonates. And I am dancing and singing makes me hot. All right. No letter this week. Hi, Sandy. No letter this week from Jack. Obviously, I'm sure he's been there a month at boot camp. If you've been following, he's at the San Diego Marine. He's going to be a Marine. Rehydrate. I'm sure by now he's being bombarded with lots of letters, so I'm not too sad that we won't get one. Usually we get them on Thursdays. So, yeah. All right. So let's dive right in. If you've been following, there are 7 chakras, and they start with the root. Then they go to the sacral, solar plex, heart, throat, crown, aka third eye, and your crown, brow or third eye. Crown is up here. It's not really part of the body. That's the divine. So there's 7 of them. Root starts masculine. It goes masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine. The brow is dominant feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, and there's a spot that we're going to talk about that tonight. How I don't remember what side of the body starts or like dominates the masculine and the feminine, but we all have masculine and feminine energies in our body. I gotta slow down. Just so fired up tonight, folks. So it does look like a little spiral around your spine, and so that's why the energies you might be feeling more masculine energies some days for a while. Hello, Kim. You might be feeling more masculine on some days or feminine, and that's because it's always interconnected and it's always spiraling around your spine where the chakras are located. So a little card I'm going to read to you out of this book. All right, it's kind of long, so I'll try to read fast. Just we're kind of waiting for others to join on here. Like it. Thanks, Sandy. I like my DNA too. I wouldn't change it for anything. All right. Our third eye is located. Hi, Darlene. Some new ones tonight. Our third eye is located between our eyebrows and is the energy center of our intuition, our imagination, our visualization, and higher vision. Many believe that this chakra is the seat of the soul. I like that. Seat of the soul. I've never heard that before. While our throat chakra operates in the frequency of sound, because we talked about the throat last week, our third eye's vibration is that of inner sound. So like, this makes total sense when they say inner sound, and we're just going to interject here, and I'll be doing that all night long. So inner sound, that's like when you get messages. If you're sensitive, which I was corrected already. We are all sensitive. Some of us just choose not to tap into it, and it's not for the faint of heart. And I can test, if you've been watching, you know that I say that a lot because it's not. If I knew what this journey had offered me in the beginning, I don't know if I would have done it, honestly, because it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of shit that I have I mean, I feel great about it. It's just there's a lot of crying and releasing and feeling like shit, like for a long period of time. But honestly, to get over that and to feel like how I'm feeling today in my physical body and my like non-physical body, I feel amazing. Like I can't, there's no drug in the world that can make you feel like this. So, all right. So that's how I get my sound. I don't really hear it. It's like I hear it in my head. I get messages. It's like all of a sudden it'll pop into my head and I'll be doing something that's like totally not associated with what messages have come forth. And for me, it's getting more and more and more. I don't need to meditate to get messages or to get answers. It's just like doing the dishes. All of a sudden, wham, I'll get like a word or a phrase or something. It'll be like, okay, then I ask another question. And so I can be on like all day long. It's just, it's ridiculous. And as I continue growing and expanding and learning in this journey, it becomes easier and easier and it becomes stronger and stronger. But then on top of that, I have to learn how to set boundaries and protection because I don't want to be absorbed by too much other energies that really drain me. It's like a battery, you know what I mean? When you leave a battery on all day, it's eventually going to drain out and you have to like recharge and replug. So I have to make sure that I take time to do that, to plug in and recharge. So back to the book. Our third eye's vibration is that of inner sound and of light, divine sound and divine light. As we open to the perceptive powers of our third eye, which is right here. Let's do something, folks. You can feel it. So kind of start along your forehead and eventually you just kind of like, you'll sink down into this little divot. Some are more prominent. I know Travis his sinks down a little more than mine does, but it just like, it's almost like if you would put a stone, it would just sit there like a little egg. It would just sit there. That's its house. As we open to the perceptive powers of our third eye, we open to seeing and experiencing our world in a more holistic and expansive way. I love that word, expand, expansive. We are not bound by the physical limitation of what our current circumstances look like on the surface. That is powerful. Hold on, folks. I have to underline that. We are not bound by the physical limitation of what our current circumstances look like on the surface. We see all the possibilities. We see the oak tree within the acorn, and we feel empowered to move from a place of clear vision and truth within. Just as we must calm the waters of a pool in order to see beyond the surface, we must learn to calm our mind in order to assess the deeper levels of ourself and the world with clarity. If you are uncertain which way to go or which path to follow, take time to open yourself to the gift of the inner vision of your third eye chakra. Pay attention to your dreams, acknowledge what you sense in meditation, note intuitive feelings, read, reflect, daydream, ponder on your being. Take action based on the guidance and intuition that comes to you from your sixth sense. The essence of this card is to accept yourself as an intuitive spiritual being and to expand your sense of seeing. Within the grace of your divine view, there are no questions or doubt. Only calm clarity and infinite possibility. It is now time to embrace your divine life journey, allowing your inner light to guide your way. Here's an affirmation for today, folks. I open myself to my intuition and inner wisdom. I expand my view of the possible. I trust and follow my inner guidance. Oh, I just love that. Love it, love it, love it. I gotta turn my TV off. All right, how's everybody feeling so far? That was a lot to take in. The singing and the dancing, not just the script. All right, so it is the brow chakra is the command center of your highest mind. Do I have people that are practicing their sensitivity? We are all sensitive. I said that before, but who are my practicers? I know one is on here. Sandy's been practicing. Do you want me to announce that, Sandy, or not? It's a safe space. What the heck? It expands from age 36 to 42, which makes total sense for me because about a year ago is when I surrendered to this lifestyle. And when I say lifestyle, when I say lifestyle, it just means that there's like, I recently was exposed to this word, and I'll say like dogma. Does anybody know what that word means? So I like using that word because the dogma is, you can use it like it's vague or like variety, and it's broad. So there's principles and kind of policies that I've kind of made up for myself or set for myself. So principles, guidelines, they're not really rules. They're just things that I decide to practice daily because of the wonderful effects and the wonderful benefits that I've seen from practicing in this lifestyle. I call it a lifestyle because it affects every part of your life. Your sleeping, your diet, your emotional, your mental, your relationships, your work, your dogs, nature. That's why I call it lifestyle, because it just affects your whole style of living. Ta-da! There's a cardinal. A cardinal just showed up, you guys. I love that. Because I have a bird feeder right outside my window. All right. So in the brow, this is where the two energies, because I talked about it before when we first started, the two energies of the spine merge and they become one, because they start at the root chakra and then they intertwine all the way up. This is your chakras. And let me find a picture in the book so I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh, the book I'm using, if you're just tuning in, some of you have not been on here before. Hello, Nicole. How are you? I'm trying to find a picture, folks, so bear with me. Okay, here it is. So when I talk about the spiral, this is what it looks like. So it starts at the root, and there's masculine and feminine, and you see how they kind of take turns, they spin all the way up. But here at the crown is where they merge to become one. Oh, you're good. I'm great. I hope you can rewind and watch my singing and dancing at the beginning. If you don't take anything away from this video tonight, just play the song, and I hope it came through. I hope it wasn't too loud, but I hope it was loud enough. So take away all the singing and dancing. It's a good laugh. I don't care. So read more on page 33. Okay. So it's center of the forehead. It affects the sinuses, the eyes, and the brain. And the earth element is light, which makes sense. Your sixth sense, or ESP. Pineal gland, because if you've been following on, you know that each chakra is associated with a different gland that produces a different hormone. Food type, this is beauty, visual feast, and mind-altering substances. Okay. Get my hands on some of those tasty treats. The stones. So, azurite, labradorite. Oh, I have a labradorite, but I don't have it with me. Indigo, kyanite. I'm going to murder this one. Barite, blue iolite, and purple. Now, in this other book here, they have amethyst. Look at this cool amethyst stone. Look at it. It just twinkles. It sparkles. Isn't that awesome? Amethyst is what I like to classify as the universal healing stone. So if you are new to the crystal world, there are three that I usually promote. This one, amethyst, rose quartz, that is the universal healing stone of the heart, and then this white clear quartz, because this is like the inner divine, your divine right. Any questions so far? Questions, comments, cuck-offs? I'm here for you. Do it. Essential oils. Clary sage, juniper, melissa, palmarosa, and frankincense. All right. Positive qualities: intuitive, insightful, wise, perceptive, psychic. Underactive: you can't recall your dreams, you lack intuition and self-trust. Eye problems, sinus issues, and overly prone to altitude sickness. Overactive: nightmares, hallucinations, bipolar, migraines, dyslexia, eye or sinus problems, insomnia, and dizziness. Best healing methods are meditation, of course, intuitive exercises, of course, making vision boards, and lucid dreaming exercises. Intuitive exercises would be like using modalities like I do, like oracle cards, or Reiki. Travis is doing Reiki. I'm so proud of him. He just got his Reiki master certification today. So let's clap for Travis. Yay, Travis. A long time coming. And this is where those two masculine and feminine energies, they synchronize. That's what they do. We colored the stones. Oh, the color. Does it say the color? Color is purple. Throat was blue. Solar plexus yellow. Sacral, or heart is green. Can't skip the heart. So blue. Throat is blue. Heart is green. Solar plex is yellow. Sacral is orange. And your root is red. So the rainbow. Colors of the rainbow. So we carry the rainbow with us every day that we are walking this earth and beyond. All right. I gotta stay focused. We talked about the spiral. Moving on to page 58. Any questions? Okay, I want to read this about the pineal, because I don't know much about the pineal gland. The pineal is often falsely associated with the crown chakra, when in fact the crown is way up here. So this is brow, aka third eye. This is crown chakra, when in fact it is stimulated by the brow chakra. So the crown chakra is stimulated by the brow chakra. The pineal gland makes melatonin. Did you know that? I did not know that. I thought it was, I thought melatonin came from like your, I just lost it. Adrenal. The pineal gland makes melatonin when it perceives light, the element that is related to the brow when you're awake. And it literally demonstrates a sixth sense by sensing light that shines not just on the eye area, but anywhere on the body. It seems the pineal gland can see without eyes, which would make sense while you're dreaming, that you get intuitive messages, because you see without eyes. It's dark. Even more fascinating is the fact that some lower vertebrae actually have a well-developed eye-like structure where their pineal gland is, which some scientists consider to be the evolutionary forerunner of the modern eye. Dun, dun, dun. Oh God, we're getting to something really awesome here. Okay. All right. So, the brow. At age 6, we have the need for intuitive connection. When we are 6 years old, this manifests as a deep connection to our imagination and fantasy worlds. Ask a 6-year-old a simple question and you're bound to get a surprisingly deep answer. Who's got 6-year-olds? Who's got little kids that can vouch for this? Jack's, it's been a long time since he's been 6. It's been a long time since I've been 6. Who's got 6 years old? 6-year-olds. Fulfilling the need of this can show up as cultivating unconventional intuitive and psychic talents. Now, this next part that I'm going to read, and I'm going to speak from testimony. It's going to bake your noodle. In the past, women were burned at the stake as so-called witches, fulfilling this need. Subconsciously, many of us now hold a fear, or at both a soul level and a genetic level, around honoring this part of ourselves. Being aware of this will help you move beyond it. All right, so here's where I cut in, because it says talk about my past life regression and the rats. So in this lifestyle, Travis and I, we go to groups, and they're like Reiki shares, and everybody takes a turn, and sometimes they have an intent, and sometimes it's just for the highest good. So lately I've been called to find more about my past lives. And apparently I was a witch back in the day. And they found me, and they didn't like what I had to say, and so they executed me. And so I'm going to talk back and forth about when I was executed and then the experience of during this Reiki session. So I'm on a table, and there's other people around me using their abilities to tap in. And I'm tapped in as well, fully awake. And so we're there, and all of a sudden, like, I start, we confirmed that I was executed. And there are certain sensations that you may or may not feel during a Reiki share. And so as I'm reliving this execution, I started to like get kind of a uncomfortable feeling in my stomach region. And then I was shaking, just kind of like a little trembling. And then it moved to like spasms. And then they just kept on and on and on. And what we all got by using our intuition and tapping in was that they put rats on my stomach. And then they put this bucket over the rats and on my stomach. And the rats were eating me alive. And it was the freakiest thing. I didn't feel pain. I felt a little, like, at first I said, I felt a little discomfort and uneasiness. But I didn't feel like the actual pain, but I was like almost like just like trembling, like spasming. And my body did this even after we kind of tapped out. So that was really, really, really weird. I just wanted to vouch for that my past life regression with rats. And rats you would think I would be scared of rats, but I'm not. I'm not really scared of any animal. Not that I've had a lot of experience with animals. I mean, I like snakes, I like bugs, I like spiders, I'm intrigued by all kinds of animals, but you would think after that I would be like deathly scared of rats. Any questions on that? Even if you're not sensitive and you're not practicing, there are people to see that you can tap into your past life and do like a past life regression. Travis and I have done a couple of them. We've actually been married before on that bake your noodle. Like in the Viking days. It was kind of cool. Had long blonde hair. Was wearing this lacy dress. That's for another time. What to do? Oh, so there are tests. I put some of them as snippets earlier this week on the Intuitive Minds Facebook group. So you can go in there and look at the test. And then I also think I took a snippet of the key, like of what the points. So I'm just going to read a couple out of the book of the questions. Do you feel connected to your higher self? Are you good at seeing many different perspectives? Is your intuition strong? Have you experienced another realm beyond our physical one? Ooh, that's a good question. Is it easy for you to look within and meditate? And are you in touch with your psychic abilities? So that's the test. There's also one online, and it's www.eclecticenergies.com if you're interested in testing your chakras and see if they are open or need to be more open. They're never really closed. They're either open or they're a lot open. A little open, open, or a lot open. They also talk about a healing in here, or to assess your chakras. This is to assess. So by using a pendulum. I have not used that because Travis and I practice Reiki. So we scan each other. He's better at it than I am, but I can get better. My focus and my drive is through intuition and reading people through the oracle cards. But we can scan each other and use whatever sensations come to us and our intuition to kind of read each other's chakras. But there's a really cool test in here about the pendulum. Has anyone ever done or had that done on them? And this is the book I'm using, just so you guys know. Has anybody ever done how to assess your chakras using a pendulum? Now, a pendulum is like where it will go a certain way over each chakra, and then each way, if it goes counter or clockwise, counterclockwise or clockwise, it means it's either inactive or active. I've never done it. Let's talk about some illnesses, folks. So if you are listening, and I hope you still are, I hope I didn't lose anybody. I want you to put an X down by some of these. Sandy, you're not listening anymore? I want you to put an X next to this illness, because I'm going to read out of this book and the other book, because I like that little book. All right. Okay. Here we go. Alzheimer's, bipolar, brain cancer. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. That's Crown. Sorry, let's start over. They're both purple, so it confused me. Let's start over. Illnesses for the brow chakra. Cataracts. Conjunctivitis. What is that? What is conjunctivitis? Who's my doctors on here? Who's my smart people? Who's the scholars? Missy, you're smart. You still on here? Dizziness. Dyslexia. Insomnia. Glaucoma. Migraines. Seasonal affective disorder. What is that? Sinus problems and vision problems. I still want to know what conjunctivitis is. What is conjunctivitis? Somebody look it up for me, please. All right. There's some more on here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So, inharmonious or out of balance. So this book says either slightly open, open, or very open. This book refers to it as either inharmonious or out of balance. Prejudice towards people and situations. So put an X. Take a note how many of these illnesses that you are experiencing. Focusing only on intellect and science. Seeing superficial meaning but afraid to look deeper. Rejection of intuition. It's pink eye. Whoa, I've had pink eye before. Okay, thank you. So conjunctivitis is pink eye. Thank you. Oh, Renee can't find a video. Can you guys hang on a second? Okay. Hi, Mindy. Okay. Rejection of intuition, unimaginative, nightmares, confused and muddled thinking, delusions and hallucinations, disorders in the physical organs governed by this chakra, such as problems with vision or sinuses. Because we talked about that the eyes and the sinuses are associated with the brow. Makes sense because they're all in that area. Frequent confusion or misunderstandings, which is probably the beginning of Alzheimer's. Overly rational and mathematical about everything. Ooh, is that like Rain Man? Being judgmental. Unable to think for yourself. Out of touch with reality. Unable to differentiate between illusions and reality. Being overly fearful or anxious. Ego-focused. Frequent negative perceptions of people and situations. And rigid thinking patterns. All right. Well, those are some of the illnesses. Any questions so far? Moving right along. We talked about the crystals. Talked about the crystals. I want to go in a little more depth with each crystal because this is out of this book. So amethyst. Who are my stoners? Who likes stones and crystals? And it's 420. It was 420. So did you keep it green at 420 today, folks? Oh, good, Renee, you found it. Hello, Renee. We're just talking about crystals. So who's my stoners? My crystal and my stoners. Amethyst enhances inner peace, spiritual awareness. Hi, Holly. Oh, there's my stoner. Holly's my stoner. Finally found you. Yes, 420. Sorry about that, Renee. The class, I'm not on the class. I should have actually deleted it, but I wasn't quite sure. It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Renee. Oh, I should give you a 1-card reading tonight at the end. We're going to read a card for Renee's birthday. I hope nobody minds. I'm going to do it anyways. All right. For my stoners, enhances inner peace, spiritual awareness, meditation and innovation, reduces stress and insomnia. Violet sapphire. I do not have violet sapphire. Promotes spiritual understanding, prosperity, and good judgment. Regulates the glands. Clear quartz. I do have that. I actually had this in my pocket today. And I've been trying to carry or wear. I have a bracelet on. These are those like porous stones. I don't know if you guys can see. But these are the porous stones. So you can actually put dabs or dots of your essential oil and then let it sit and let it absorb. And then it's like they infuse. And then I really don't know what these pink ones are. I didn't make this. I got it free. Clear quartz. So I wore this today. Amplifies energy, thought, and intention. Aids concentration and memory. Cures pains and dizziness. Opal. Boost imagination, optimism, memory, and potential. Breaks through spiritual obstacles. Aids the eyes and reduces fever. White calcite. I don't have that. Amplifies energy, healing, and wisdom. Reduces stress. Heals past life karma. And detoxifies. And a diamond, we all know what diamonds are. Promotes spiritual illumination, good ethics, pure faith, and alignment. Combats, aging. Oh, really? Well, I've been wearing a diamond for 20 years. Is that why I don't look any 20 years older? Dun, dun, dun. You're like, good one. Okay. Food. Some of the food. Who's interested in some of the foods for the crown? Oh, fasting. Wasn't that interesting? Because I kind of just got back into that. Oh, wait. keep reading crown. I keep getting those two mixed up. I'm sorry, folks. Brow. Brow, 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 brow. They rhyme, brow and crown. Blackberries, purple grapes, red cabbage, raisins, prunes, coconut oil. That's interesting. Eggs, walnuts, dark chocolate. There's that one again. The sacral was dark chocolate. There was another one on here too. There was another one. Oh, the heart is dark chocolate. And the brow. I wonder if that's all the feminine. That makes so much sense why women love dark chocolate. It's in the book. It's in the book. See? It's backwards, but it's in the book. It's in stone. It's in the book that we're supposed to eat dark chocolate. Us feminines. Us feminines. Are you a feminine? I'm going to embrace my feminine energy and eat some dark chocolate. All right. We are to the point. Oh, you know what I haven't been reading is some of the symbols. So I came across it now, so I'll just read it. So some of the symbols of the brow chakra is an owl, an eagle, crystal ball, which I have one. I'll get it out just a second. An eye peacock. Oh, I, comma, peacock. I don't think I can read tonight, folks. I'm going to get my crystal ball and show you guys what it looks like. I have used it twice. And they call it scrying or gazing. So this is what this baby looks like. It's heavy. I got this from one of my girlfriends. I got this from my girlfriend for this Christmas. And the same person that got me this for Christmas is also the same person that got me my very first Oracle card deck that I use currently today. So, all right, side note on the scrying. So you are supposed to kind of set a grid around the gazing ball, set an intention, and then what I like to do is I like to encase my hands around the gazing ball like this and get physical with it. And then I'll pull it away and I will just use my intuition. Now, they say that if you stare in it long enough, you'll actually see things, but you don't really see things. It's kind of like you see them with your third eye. So you'll get messages. So when I use a gazing ball, the two times that I've done it, I get like either demandments, I call them, or I get like grocery lists. Like the first time I did it, I had a pen and a notebook right next to me because that's what the YouTube lady said to do. And so it was very helpful. And I thanked her, for doing that, and I appreciate watching the video because I was getting like a grocery list of messages, and it was just, I'd look in the ball with my eyes open or like eyes closed. I think I did it both ways. And then I got a message. So I would pick up the pen, write it down. I'd go back to the ball. As soon as I would go back to the ball, I'd have another message. So it was just constant pen to paper. So that's what this baby looks like. I have not used it in a reading. And I think I don't want to like transport this. So it would have to be a reading like done at my house because I don't want to break that. Who are my ballers? Who are my ballers? Do we have any ballers? Do we have any scryers? Scry. This is you scry. Scrying. That's the verb. Gazing ball. All right. We talked about that. Does anybody see those things lately? Like owls or eagles or peacocks? It's weird. Now that I've read that about the eye, I was meditating. I was at a drum circle. Has anybody ever gone to a drum circle? Holly, have you gone to a drum circle? I went to my first drum circle. It was at the center in Altoona just this last Saturday night. And it was really cool. There was like a lot of instruments that she had brought. Of course, I picked the tambourine. Holly, comment on what you experienced during your drum circle, if anything, and what instrument that you played, if you played anything. So, where was I going with this? Oh, so the lady was doing like just a little guided meditation. And during the meditation, I got like these eyes. Like first one was a dragon eye, because that's my spirit animal. This is Andy, you guys. Isn't he awesome? This is what he physically looks like in my mind's eye, in my meditation. He's a Pegasus. So there was a dragon eye, there was a horse eye, and then there was like a human eye. And it was just one. I played what is that? What is a djembe? Is that the turtle thing? Because I played something that it had a little bass, and it had like lotus leaves cutouts, but each one was a different size, and each one made like a really different sound. And it reminded me of an xylophone, because it was circle, but each one made a different tone, and it had like it had two of them, little rubber mallet thingies with balls on them. So it was really cool. It brought back my piano days. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, Holly. I'm sorry. So that's one way of aligning your chakras, is through sound. But that was really cool. And that reminded me of what I seen in my meditation. Okay, so this book is it's an awesome book. There's lots of ways to assess your chakras in this book. There's a lot of different techniques and healing ways. There's breathing exercises. There's questions. Hello, Jojo. Hello. There's breathworks ones in here. This lady and I talk about this all the time, and I should have bought the tattoo set. So this lady that wrote this book, she has created a wearable chakra healing tattoo. And I actually posted it. I think I posted the author, and she was going through how your, was it throat or the brow? One of the chakras for not being as open. And so at the end of her little YouTube spiel, she talks about the tattoos. I have not tried them out yet, but I assume, she says they're adhesive. So I'm assuming, and she says when you can take them off if you're not going to wear them. And she said you just put them in like a Ziploc bag. So I thought, because I talked about them last week during the live, that they were the kind where they were like the little tattoos that kids get, when you get the washcloth wet, that are activated by water. These are not. They are actually like a sticker. So that's all the farther I got. I said I was going to research, and I really need to do that. I really need to do what I say I'm going to do. 182 on meditation. So there's a really cool best healing methods. So active meditations are great. Hello, Amanda. Hello. Lots of people watching tonight. I love this. Please comment. Please ask questions. Please cock off. I don't care. This is all about connecting and interacting with each other. So say hi to everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody that's still watching. I see 6 eyes. Is that like current, or is that like from start to finish? Not sure. Don't care. Back to the book. Active meditations are great for opening the third eye, and they're easy to do. You simply close your eyes and purposely create a positive world within. Try the elevator meditation described in the panel. So this elevator thing that they're showing here. And I might have posted that. If not, I will take a picture because I think this is backwards. And I will post it after the group. Find a comfortable position. Imagine your spine is an elevator shaft. Currently, your elevator is stopped at the third eye floor. Ask your elevator to come to the floor. When it arrives, imagine a miniature you. Step out of the elevator and look at the window of your brow chakra. So, now this, you'd maybe have to have somebody kind of read it to you. The other day, Travis and I did the stones ones and I think I posted it. So we have a box of pyramid chakra crystals. And so you put one, like if you're supposed to lay on a table or the floor. I laid on the floor. And so I put one here above my head. I put one here, on my heart, on my solar, on my chakra. And then I had one between my legs because it wouldn't stay where it was supposed to stay for the root. So we just put it like between my legs somewhere on the floor. And then he read all the script of how to go through each chakra. And that was really cool. It actually it worked because I felt different after doing that. So that's one way of healing. Visualizing and making a vision board. Boost the brow chakra. I offer a free video series on my Chakra Boosters YouTube channel. So that's her channel. The lady that wrote this book is Vicky Howie, Howie, Vicky Howie. ChakraBoosters.com is her business. And her YouTube channel is called Chakra Boosters YouTube channel. Well, that's interesting. I offer a free video series on my Chakra Booster YouTube channel that guides you through soulful vision board process. Simply buy a large foam core board and start pasting images on it that passionately inspire you in every area of your life. Okay, this is something that I want to talk about because I learned this week. I don't remember what I listened to or what I watched, but it was about manifesting. And it really struck a nerve for me, and it really turned my perspective. So I talk a lot about here on this channel, on this group, about journaling and manifesting. So to manifest, you have to believe that it's already here. It already has happened. You are already reaping the benefits of what you manifested, of what you desire, of what you truly want that is best for your highest good. And if you make any excuses or doubt, then that is your way of saying, well, then I don't want it. And then it's not going to come true. And I've been manifesting and journaling and meditating and practicing the power of positivity and promoting the law of attraction and what that does. And when I heard that from whoever I was watching, it really made me stop and think, and I had to watch it and listen to it again. And if we say that it's not going to happen, if we make some lame excuse why it's not going to happen, or why we can't make it happen, or some other fake force that's not going to allow this to happen, we are acknowledging it right at that very moment in the universe that we no longer want it. So stop doing that. Stop making excuses for what you're manifesting isn't going to come true, because that is your way of telling the universe that you no longer want it anymore. And don't do that, because if you don't want it, you will not get it. So say you want it, believe you want it, manifest that you want it without excuses, without judgment, without any outer perspective or outer effects of why you think it's not going to happen, because then it won't happen, because you're telling the universe that you no longer want it. It was so moving. I might have actually posted it on the group. So go back and look at some of the posts that I've been posting this week, because I've been kind of lazy and slacky on posting stuff, but this week was I had just a major shift since the full moon. And so lots of things have been shifting for me to the better. All right. So that's my opinion. Meditate and journal. Let's talk about that unless we have any other questions on the brow chakra. So this Saturday is my journey into journaling, or my journaling journey event that I'm hosting at my house. It is at 11 o'clock. I have spots for 6, but I'm not gonna tell you you can't come in if you're number 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. We'll make room. It'll be awesome. So what we're gonna do is we are going to talk about, I'll introduce you to the idea of journaling, the benefits of journaling. We're gonna go through some of the science. There's a short video that I want you to watch because it says everything that I want to, and that way I don't need to say it, because this fancy lady on YouTube says it way better than me. So she doesn't sing and dance or stutter. And she knows like what all the definitions of all the words she's speaking mean. And then everybody will get a notebook. I've been making them myself. Do you want a sneak peek of what they look like, folks? You didn't lose me. You didn't lose me. So here's what the notebooks look like. Aren't they cool? I want them all. I think I might start selling them. Start making these bulk and start selling them. Aren't they cool? Anyways, those are the notebooks. Oh, here's a yoga one for our yogis. Who's my yogis? Who's my yogis? This one is really hard to do, folks. This pose right here. Oh my God. I almost pissed myself the last time I tried to do that one. Which apparently is totally natural, I guess, from what I've been told. Anyways, you get a notebook, and then we're going to do a short 15-minute guided meditation by a good friend of mine who has a YouTube channel. She is a self-love and relationship coach, Angela Rose, and she might even be here, depending on her busy weekend. Then we're going to journal some more. We're going to set an intent, meditate, then journal some more and talk about it. And then for everybody that's here is going to get a 1 to 2 card, free oracle card reading from yours truly, because I need practice. And who doesn't want a free reading? So, and this event is free. Like I said before, Travis has got his Reiki master. He's accepting clients. He is a admin of the Intuitive Minds Already Know. If you would like to message him on here, that would be great. Just reference Travis. Otherwise, you can reference me. I can send you his cell phone number if you want to call him for Reiki. We are doing R&R sessions, so it's reading and Reiki for a fee. That's for a fee. Oh, and I am embarking on a new idea. Not a new idea, but it's actually like a new action, because I've been thinking about it for a while, and finally I decided that I'm going to do it. So I am going to create my very own oracle card deck. It's going to be so cool. Before my son left for boot camp, I sent him a poem, and I hadn't wrote poems in years, and I used to in high school, and he read them all because I still have them. And Missy, if you're still on here, you remember that I used to write poems. And so he read them, and he said, because I sent it to him when he was at the hotel right before he was going to ship out. And he's like, Mom, I don't know how you ever stopped writing poems. These are, this is amazing. Thank you. And so it really inspired me to start writing poems again. So the oracle cards are going to be like poem-based motivational advice. And then I have found a wonderful young lady that is, she has artistic ability. So I've reached out to her for some artistic ideas. So I'm giving myself a year to have them published. Hopefully, I'm gonna like not even say it. It's within a year. Within a year, they will be published and for sale. There. I manifested it. It's gonna happen. See, there are no excuses. See, I just caught myself doing it. We all do it. We all do it. All that funky ass hair too. Any questions or concerns or objections or topics? Because next week is the very last week that we talk about the crown chakra. That's the almighty. That's like the omega. That's like the divine, the heavens, the angels. And I'm not quite sure about the topics to do after that. I like doing these every Wednesday. Do you guys like doing them? Do you guys like listening to me yammer on for an hour, singing and dancing and making you feel safe, asking your questions? There wasn't a lot of questions tonight. Wasn't a lot of questions. I'm looking. I think that's about it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Meditation. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Okay. Who was watching last Wednesday? Yes, this is very interesting. Thank you, Renee. Who was watching last Wednesday? We'll just take a moment. Just because some of you were. I know Sandy was watching. Because there was an orb. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, Holly. If you did not watch last Wednesday, go watch Wednesday's video and start watching around, I want to say it's right around, Renee was watching? Okay. Sandy was watching. I want to thank Sandy because she actually spotted it out. So right around 42 minutes into the video. So if you want to fast forward, there's an orb that comes through, not just once, but twice. And there was an experience, and I want to share it with you guys real quick. I know it's 8 o'clock, but if you have to go, and you can watch it later. But, Jojo was. Okay, so did anybody see the orb? Because it definitely was an orb. It has the classifications, it had the maneuverability, and it was we classified it, I classified it, Travis classified it as an orb. It's okay. Say it. So, after the video, I watched it again. And I said, Travis, watch this part of the video. And what do you think? So he watched it. And this was orb number 1. This was the one that went just right across. And so he said, yes, it looks like it could be an orb. So I went back and I was watching it again. And then Travis says, Tanya, come here. And I'm like, okay, that's like really serious because he doesn't really summons me that way. So I went out there and he goes, I think you should listen to the video with headphones on. And I'm standing next to him. And I immediately, and this happens to me when spirit is in the room. It's happened to me before, but not like this. And so all my arms got super, 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 super tingly. And I started to get teary-eyed. And that's what happens when you're sensitive. That's what happens to me when I'm sensitive. And I was like, Travis, what are you doing right now? I'm like, because I'm feeling like this is really I'm taken over with all the sensations that I'm feeling. And so, long story short, we're like, orb, was that you? Like, spirit, were you a spirit? Is the orb, is there somebody? Because he felt it too. And he's like, did it just get cold in here? And it wasn't cold for me because I was still like tingling. But so we asked the orb if she was male or female. We got female. We also asked the orb if she was good or bad. She said good. We also asked what she was there for. And she said, because I said, I asked, are you here for me or Travis? She said a little bit of both. And I said, why am I crying? And she said, I got the word effect, which means she wanted me to really know that I was there. So I had to feel something strong in order to validate that her presence was near. So I look around and my dog is laying behind me, and I'm like, were you a dog? But then later on, when I jumped into the shower, and fast forwarding a little bit, I got dogma. And dogma is like all the rules and policies that you follow in, I'll say religion, but an organized way, like lifestyle or whatever. It's not only to religion, but it can be like a group or politics, something like that. You'd have to look it up, the exact definition. So then the other night, then we had a friend of ours that's sensitive. She sensed that it was a woman, and she had the message of, it's a secret, keep it sacred. So I have not meditated on it yet. I don't know what I'm supposed to keep secret. I don't know what I'm supposed to keep sacred. But what Travis got intuitively is that she's from a different realm. She was here very quickly as a message, kind of like a Back to the Future type thing, but she's from the past, and she was actually living in that realm while we are living in this realm. So she was sending us a message. And what he got was that the message is that, you know, because, and that's why I read in the book about the witches being burned, and in my experience from my past life, that's what they did back then. They don't do it now, but she doesn't know that because she's in the past. She's living her life in the past in a different realm. And so she was warning us. I believe she was warning us, you know, to keep it secret, but keep it sacred. So until I meditate, that's what I'm going on. I also got the name Guinevere last night, and I looked it up and I couldn't find anything related about Guinevere. But then later on, I got sister or relative. So then I asked, is she a relative? Then I got sister. And then I got Margaret, the name Margaret. And then I got Margot. So, and then I looked up a bunch of things on Margot, and yeah, it stuck. So long story short, we are calling the orb from last Wednesday Margot. So I didn't invite her tonight. I guess I thought it would just kind of play it by ear. You know, we probably all have spirits in our house that, you know, they're harmless unless they're trying to tell you something. So yeah, start becoming more aware of like the sensations in your house and kind of what your dog does, because pets are sensitive to spirits. And if you're nervous at all, just, you know, sage your house once in a while, because we all shift and we all expand and we all absorb. So they recommend, you know, to sage your house a couple times a year or more often if you're around, if you know you're around a lot of negative energy or negative people or negative situations or places, you know. So I think I kind of rattled it off. Did I explain it enough, Sandy? Oh, and then Sandy and I were reading each other with cards, and she said she saw the orb again, and then after she said that, my arms got tingly again. So I'm really surprised that she didn't come out tonight. That's weird, but it's okay. I welcome her. I should have invited her, but whatever. I didn't invite her last time and she showed up, so maybe she's one of those that just likes to pop in. All right, folks. Next week, Wednesday, we will be discussing the very last chakra. If you have any questions about any of the content that I use or what I ramble off or some of the crystals, where I get the crystals, where I get my stuff, either comment on here or you can send me a private. Oh, the birthday. Oh, shit. The birthday. Yes. We got to do the birthday. Okay, so this is for Renee because it's her birthday. Thank you, Sandy, because I get so scatterbrained. I'm trying to think which one. Okay, I'm going to let Renee pick which card deck. Okay, Renee. So I have the Moonology one. Is she still on here? Renee, are you still on here? I have the Moonology. And it's just a one card. And then I also have this really cool deck. I really like this one, Renee. And this is affirmations. So this is like soulful affirmation cards to guide you through the ebbs and flows of life. Oh, so deep. And then this one is based on the moon phases. So which deck would you like me to pull? And then I will just shuffle the moon one right now in case you decide you want the moon. So if you want the moon deck, Renee, I would like you to pick a number from 1 to 44. Oh, you're a moon girl? Okay, perfect. Let me just shuffle. We're just celebrating Renee's birthday, folks. So if you have to go, there's nothing more. We're going to talk about the chakras. We're just ad-libbing and BSing right now. I think I want to sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, I want to shuffle one more time. I'm feeling it. One of the stones that I read out of the book earlier was moonstone, but I don't have moonstone. I have sunstone. Okay, Renee, I need a number. Oh, 13. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's, ooh. Walk through your fears. Walk through your fears. Don't run. New moon in Scorpio. Walk through your fears. Renee, have you been going through something that you feel that you just kind of want it over and done with and you really don't want to deal with it? Because that's what I'm getting out of this card is like you're going through something, you don't really want to react on it. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to talk about it. You just want it gone. But this card says, walk through your fears. It's kind of like walking through a haunted house. Or like, you know, you just want to like get through it because you know it's scary. But if you walk through it, it's like scarier longer. That's what I'm getting. Like you got something going on that you want to just have and be done and be over with, and you don't really want to deal with it. So we're going to read out of the book. New moon in Scorpio. If we're losing people, thank you for watching, and I love you all. If you're losing interest, but please don't, because this is Renee's birthday card. It's a birthday card. Get it? Birthday card. All right, hang on. I gotta find it because this one is not numbered, and I hate that this book is not. All right, new moon in Scorpio. Listen up. Okay. The card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, the death, and the rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. I like that. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, an emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Maybe you're going to get some tonight, Renee. Do you want me to put that vibe out? Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Sorry, I get dirty. It's attuned to the moon. Have some sexy time. I don't make this shit up. You already got my answer. Additional meanings. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're being paranoid? Make an investment. The teaching. Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy in a little bit dark, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio and the appearance of this card at any other time suggest you need to do that now. My daughter-in-law. What daughter? Is that the divorce, your daughter-in-law? I like that. I recently found this, I don't know where I was reading or watching, but it's without the darkness, we cannot see the stars. Isn't that awesome? I like that saying. Without the darkness, we cannot see the stars. Well, happy birthday, Renee. I hope you, hope all your wishes and dreams come true. I hope you manifest. I hope you journaled down some stuff tonight. No, my son's wife is not so much for his family. Oh, that's too bad. Huh. She needs to just shake that off. I'm glad you thought it was fun. Reach out to me if you ever want a full-blown reading. Oh, one other event I'm hosting. Okay. And then I'll let you guys all go take your showers and go night-night. May 14th, I am going to be at Crush Nutrition here in Bloomer on Main Street. And if you've never been there before, it is the old hardware store on Main Street. That's where they took over. Look at this. It's just crazy. I will be doing an open concept oracle card reading. So as you come in and you order a shake or a tea, whatever, if you would like, I will be giving a 1 card free oracle card reading that day for people that come in. That's what I call like an open house concept. I am taking appointments that day, but not during that day. So if you come in and you want to make an appointment, I will be there to make an appointment. And I'm going to bring my crystals. I actually might bring my crystal ball just because I want like ambiance and I want to like display some shit. And yeah, so I'll bring my crystals. I'll bring my cards, all my cards, what I do, and we'll go from there. So that is May 14th from 9 to 1. And the journaling journey is this Saturday at 11 a.m. at my house. So plan to be here. If there is 6 people, plan to be here about 2 hours because I am going to have snacks. And yeah, the longer you can stay and visitate. Let's visitate. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to sign off because we are over the hour. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining. I love you all. I will help you all in any way that I can. Live for your highest good, people. Peace. Love you. Love and light. Thanks for watching.